What's going on, everybody? Kennybomb is in the building, and as some of you know, every Saturday we get in here and we rank the designs on a Mortal Kombat character, but we haven't done any of the women yet. So today, we're going to do just that, and we're starting off with the first woman of Mortal Kombat, and that is Sonya Blade. But first, I gotta let y'all know that I am giving away 3 editions of Mortal Kombat 1 Chaos Reigns. All you gotta do is drop a like on this video to support the giveaway and smash that subscribe button if you haven't already, because on September 20th, I will be doing a live stream, and during that live stream, we will pick our 3 winners. Now let's get into it.
Run, boy, they coming on.
As mentioned earlier, Sonya Blade was the only woman in the original Mortal Kombat game, but somehow she couldn't make it onto the base roster in Mortal Kombat 1. If you ask me, that's borderline criminal. But that's another topic for another day. Let's go ahead and start these design ratings, starting with Sonya from the original Mortal Kombat game. Now, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Raiden, we've looked at those characters so far, and I thought their designs in Mortal Kombat was perfect, but Sonya Blade, I think it could have been a bit better. There was a lot of swag in the 90s, and I just feel like they could have put some of that on Sonya with her being a woman, but they didn't do it. It looks like they kind of just, I don't know, they just put green stuff on her. And while it's not bad, it is our classic Sonya, and we see this design come back a lot, but I don't think this is her best one. I think this one is actually a C. It's kind of hard to put a design from the original Mortal Kombat game down there as a C, but as you'll see, as time went along, her designs got much better and much better. Up until a point. But let's go ahead and move on to the next one. She didn't even make it into Mortal Kombat 2. As y'all will see, while we go out this list, they leave Sonya out quite a bit. So she didn't make Mortal Kombat 2, but she did make it into Mortal Kombat 3. Now this is perfect. This design is 100% a A+. If you asked me for a Sonya design, this is it. The classic Sonya design is from Mortal Kombat 3, and I didn't even really love the designs from Mortal Kombat 3, but for Sonya, they actually did get it right. So we're gonna lock that one in at a A, first place so far. But then we got to Mortal Kombat 4. Look at the jump and difference between these models. But you know what? Which one is actually better? After looking at it again, 4 was definitely better. It looks better, so it's easy for it to come out as the better model. But it's really good. When it comes to classics, definitely going with this one over the first one, but that Mortal Kombat 4 design was crazy. So these 2 are at the front running right now. Now we move on to the next game that Sonya made it in, and she had a streak here because she did make it into Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. And boy, did she make it into Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. Another perfect Sonya design. I think this one is actually flawless. I think the first one, really, that classic attire, is the biggest miss. But where do you put this one? Nothing wrong with that at all. Great design for Sonya. And if we look at her second design for Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, this one may be even better. I mean, she's got more clothes on, of course. I know y'all like to see the stomach and the skin hanging out. She got the things going right there. But this one, it could have worked as her main outfit as well, to be quite frank. So Deadly Alliance, if we put those both together, I'm gonna go right here with this one. Because again, I really love this classic Sonya look from Mortal Kombat 3. This one definitely is a bit more elaborate, but when it comes to simplicity and, you know, just the look of her face, the headband on, all classic stuff, I think this is like premium classic Sonya. All right, let's go ahead and move to the next one. We got both of our Deadly Alliance fits. Now, Sonya missed Mortal Kombat Deception. Ooh, one of the best Mortal Kombat games of all time. If you ask me, it's number 3. Number 3 with no Sonya Blade. So we jump straight to Mortal Kombat Armageddon. And what was her design in Mortal Kombat Armageddon? the same design as Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. So we're just going to skip that one, and we're going to jump over to Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. Now, I think they really got Sonya looking like she was from the DC Universe. So this is I love this as a DC attire. They went crazy on it too. I'm going to just have to point some things out here. If you see what's going on right here, Netherrealm Studios used to get it in. They used to go kind of crazy. You even got a panty line right here. So great design on Sonya, but the problem is the face. It looks like she is full woman, but her face looks very masculine. And I think this was a problem Netherrealm used to have with the women back in the day. They definitely fixed it now because the women in Mortal Kombat 1 are beautiful for the most part. They just kind of went away from all of this stuff. But the attire, I would say this is really good, but the face kind of messes it all up. So Sonya from Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe, I'm going to have to put it as a B. We need to see this classic design come back whenever Sonya is added. You know what? We might not even get Sonya into Mortal Kombat 13 to be quite honest. So I guess we'll see. So moving on to the next one, Sonya was back in Mortal Kombat 9. And here is pretty much the same thing. You know, they were still going crazy with the women. I mean, we'll talk about Melina in Mortal Kombat 9 when we get there. But I mean, this is great when it comes to the actual attire. And I'll admit it, sue me. I like when they build the women like this, and I like when they dress the women like this. So I'm not going to dog her too much for the face just because everything else is pretty much perfect. We're going to drop her in a B right with Sonya from Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. Now, Sonya's next appearance is where things kind of started to change a bit. Quite a bit, actually. So, Sonya from Mortal Kombat X. Now, these characters had a lot of different attires in Mortal Kombat X, so we're not going to touch on all of them. Like the Cold War outfits, didn't really like them. But this is kind of like Sonya older. The characters in Mortal Kombat X were older. As you could see, our previous Sonyas had a lot more when it comes to chest. So this is kind of where they turn the corner and they stop positioning the women in this way. You know what? Which is fine. It's a different time. I don't hate it. I do wish at least some of the women were built like this because women are built like this in real life. I mean, come on. But I mean, this is kind of like MILF Sonya Blade. And you know what? I like a MILF. I'm not mad at MILF Sonya Blade at all. So this one, I don't necessarily hate it, but I don't think it was one of her more elaborate designs. Let's take a look at some of her other attires from Mortal Kombat X. Now, this is probably my favorite attire she had in Mortal Kombat X. Again, she just looks like Jane from a movie. Not anything elaborate like you would see from a Mortal Kombat character. And again, this is when that stuff kind of washed away. So not a terrible design or attire, but definitely very basic. If you put a lineup of soldiers and some of them were women, about 5 or 6 of them might look like Sonya Blade here. And the last one I'm going to look at from Mortal Kombat X is this one. So the face hair is pretty bad, and the attire is the same as you would see in Mortal Kombat, so I would put this one as a C. So, you know what? Because of this attire right here, you know what? This one and this one, I'll give it to these two. I'm going to say these two weren't terrible. So, based on what Mortal Kombat X was, because I didn't really like anybody's design in there too much. Scorpion and Sub-Zero were fine, but it would really be between a B and a C. But they were older characters, so for what it was, for her being an older version of Sonya Blade, I'm gonna go ahead and lock her in at a B. But this next one was rough. Now, Mortal Kombat 11 was another game where they had like 30 skins per character, so let's take a look at a few of them here. Mortal Kombat 11 Sonya Blade, boom. We're gonna have to cancel Christmas. Worst Sonya Blade of all time. And it didn't have anything to do with her being a MILF or not being built like the previous Sonya Blades we had. This one just was not good. Now, they did drop the movie skin in here, and it's, you know, it's fine for what it is. But this one just hurt it too bad, man. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what else to tell y'all, to be honest. Ronda Rousey killed Sonya Blade. Much like we see Megan Fox hurt Natara, Ronda Rousey was that to Sonya Blade. So I'm gonna have to cancel Christmas on Sonya Blade in Mortal Kombat 11. And Mortal Kombat 11, again, my favorite Mortal Kombat game, but some of the designs in there were just off. Still the best looking fighting game of all time though. Now, we got a Sonya Blade that I think is heavily slept on, and that is Sonya from Mortal Kombat 1. Now again, this one is rough. I do not like how she looks right here, and I think that's what really hurts her design in Mortal Kombat 1 is because this is like her main design. But if you look at the other one, boom, 10 out of 10 Sonya Blade. Right here, you got a C level. If this was her only attire, this would have been bad. I don't like this. After looking at it here in an updated status, I feel perfectly fine saying. I'm not going to say cancel Christmas on it because it was from the first Mortal Kombat game. First shot out, and as we see, they did make improvements over time, but I do not like this. You will never catch my Sub-Zero chilling with Sonya Blade in this form. But if you look at this one, 10 out of 10. Perfect. I'm actually going to drag her up here based on this. Not this one that we actually see in the picture. I'm going to drag her up to an A. I'm going to pull this one back. And I'm actually going to pull this one back as well. I'm going to drop her right here. Now in Mortal Kombat 1, you can tell the cameos are a bit of a step down in quality when you compare them to the fighters on the base roster, but I think Sonya can stand right beside any of them because even though she don't got the big old thing she had in Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe or Deadly Alliance, I think this is the most beautiful Sonya Blade we have ever seen. So hopefully when we get Mortal Kombat 13, she has to be in there. So hopefully they use this same face model and, you know, build her in the same way because they didn't make her unwomanly like they do with a lot of women in these Mortal Kombat games. So I think this is close to the best we've ever seen Sonya Blade, but Mortal Kombat 4 was really good. So that's just my opinion. I want y'all to give me your top 5 Sonya designs in the comment section and let me know which character we should take a look at next week. Thank y'all for tuning into this video. Don't forget to drop a like and smash that subscribe button. Bomb Squad, let's get to that.